Welcome to another episode of Intell Live. I am your host, Justin Robey, joined by additional hosts. There's multiple hosts. It's like hosts upon hosts upon hosts here on the show. You are joined by none other than Alejandro, Alex, and then of course we also have the Overlord, Sarah, who is joining us as well. Welcome everybody to another jam-packed show. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think everybody would agree we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, Alex?
Oh, we're gonna have amazing fun. I can't wait to play the game, literally, because I haven't played it. Enshrouded, so I'm looking forward to give you guys the intro.
So this will be like, we're gonna see raw Alex response to Enshrouded.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of cool though. I mean, like I think that's actually pretty exciting. I do know for a fact that Sarah, you have spent some time in the game. Yeah?
I have. Yeah. I got lost in it. I think I'm about 10 hours in. So not a ton of time, but I have been loving the experience so far.
So there we go, guys. We already have, I mean, honestly, we showed it a little bit when we did, just sitting back here behind me in the studio is that Samsung Odyssey G9, which we did prove that Enshrouded works on ultra wide monitors. So pretty cool that we actually got to see that. I mean, honestly, it was, if you weren't looking for a game to play in ultra wide, we did find out that Enshrouded is a good option. So not only that, we're going to talk about the Intell Core i5 14600K. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be showing you guys finally a fully built MSI Project Zero, talking about what back compat is and a little bit about that, plus showing you some performance of a 14.6 tied with a 4070 Ti, and then just talking a little bit about what kind of builds and stuff like that might be good there, showing you what thermals might be like, some tools and stuff for that. So we're going to do a walkthrough of that as well. And then at the same time, then we're going to jump in and actually play some Enshrouded and then cover some gaming news. Alex, is there anything I forgot?
No, sorry, my mind isn't Enshrouded. I was kind of going over the news. Actually, the news that we're going to cover, there's a lot of fun ones. I was looking through it earlier today. That's pretty cool. And yes, actually, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but definitely the build that you're going to show has something very special. I don't know if we talked about it in the previous show.
Yep.
Project Zero. Yeah, exactly. So Project Zero is we're going to be showing Project Zero today, which actually I can't wait to see how it comes along with that case and how does it look in the back, especially by a master cable management.
Dude.
Shifu Robey.
Yeah, yesterday, so we actually built it live yesterday on Robeytech Live. I almost called myself Robbie on Robeytech Live, and there was still, it's funny, just because it's Project Zero, that means less cables on the back. Not necessarily, on the front. It doesn't necessarily mean no cable management whatsoever. Now people are asking, hey Robey, where is the CPU going to be given away? We're giving away two today. We're going to be giving one away over at discord.gg/Intell, and we're going to be giving one away here at Robeytech, and then we're also giving away 200,000 Enshrouded codes. Right, Sarah?
I don't know about 2,000, but we have quite a few codes today. So keep an eye out on chat. We're going to be doing it on both Twitch and Discord. But yeah, good amount of codes today.
Yeah, so we're giving away codes on Robeytech, we're giving away codes on Intell Twitch, and we're giving away codes at discord.gg/Intell. And we're also giving away codes out of the back of a van that Alex is going to be driving around the local Los Angeles area. So if you want to go look for it, just look for the Intell Core truck. I'm just kidding.
Weather permitting. But it's a little bit. It's raining a little bit down there, so.
I don't know, maybe that's something we can do, like the Robey and Alex cross-country tour, and we're just filled with a bunch of loot, and we're like a loot crate. You know what I mean, Alex? That's what we need to be. We need to be the Robey and Alex loot crate. And then Sarah's back there chasing us going, don't give it all away. We need some for the show. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was. That would be a lot of fun.
Is that like the enthusiast version of an ice cream truck?
Yes. Like, make this. Yeah,
just drive it around, the bong going off.
Oh man, we need that music. We need like ice cream. We need ice cream truck music. So I think this is something that needs to go into our budget, along with our new our new headquarters that we're building and all that sort of stuff too. So
did we pick a site for the headquarters yet? Yeah, I know we already showed the building, but I don't know about the site.
I was thinking like the Maldives. I mean, someplace cheap.
Might as well.
We'll be like a loot pinata. But anyway, guys, It's going to be a super fun show. It's super good to have you guys here. We see a ton of people joining us, so thank you already. I think right now already we're at, I got 250 people chilling with us on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, and then there's so many people on Discord as well. So it's so good to have you guys here. Let's kick it off with the news, Alex. Shall we?
Yes.
Let's kick it off. We're going to kick things off with a little bit of sadness right here at the beginning.
Yeah, well, get the sadness out of the way.
Let's get the sadness out of the way. More in the world of layoffs. We had another round of layoffs here. So basically, Embracer, I mean, it's just been a tough time for the game industry already. We had 6,000 last week, and now Embracer laid off a ton of individuals, including the guys who are creating the brand new Deus Ex game. If you've ever had a chance to play Deus Ex, especially the latest one, it is a fan-freaking-tastic game. But super sad to hear this news. It's just sad to see the game industry continuing to be pounded, but at the same time, it's not to say there's less games coming out. In fact, it's already been a ridiculous amount of new games that are coming out, and we've been celebrating those. But again, we always want to take a note and just highlight things that are happening in the game industry, and this just seems to be a pretty disturbing trend as things sit right now. So it always makes me sad. Yeah.
For the last couple of weeks, we haven't seen this trend, and it keeps on going. I would have hoped it already have done with this trend, but it keeps going, and we definitely feel it out for all the developers and all the people that have lost their jobs. Hopefully, they have some good packages and be able to find something.
Yeah, and it's been incredibly cool watching the development community rally around this. So like I've seen developers all over the place like, hey, we're hiring, trying to make room for the folks that are coming in there. So pretty cool to see people standing up. It's never good news. There's no silver lining to the fact that people are losing their jobs. But I love to see the community rally around itself and try and help their fellow brothers and sisters in arms and getting them jobs, and hopefully they all land on their feet. So that is it. We just wanted to pay our moments of respect and then jump in to other news, which, oops, that is the wrong camera. Speaking of other news, that's just a random view of the news. It's like the capture of the news. We are talking about, so we had Xbox's basically developer direct just the other day. Sony, not to be underplayed, came out and did their 2024 State of Play, and came out and said, hey, here are the big games that are coming out this year for Sony PlayStation. I wanted to just kick it off with, I just want to start with, how is Hideo Kojima doing all of these games? Because like he was at the he's doing this like live action show, and now he's doing a new like Metal Gear type game, and he's still working on Death Stranding 2, and he's still doing all this stuff. And so it's pretty ridiculous, all of the stuff that this dude is doing. I mean, he's almost like me. He's just everywhere. You know what I'm saying, Alex?
Did you guys perfect the cloning techniques that haven't shared with us?
Maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe he's the guy that Elon put the brain implant, and the dude never has to sleep anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's doing a horror game with Jordan Peele. Yeah.
No, like you said, it's impressive because, like you said, I think Death Stranding 2 is almost finished. It should be completed pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then he just announced
the beach, I guess.
Yes, the beach. Death Stranding 2, the beach. And then you have like this teaser that you cover in a second, talking about he's working on something else, but I haven't heard about the Solid Metal Gear.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid.
Anyway, I think I just wanted to start with that, but you know what? I wanted to get Sarah in this conversation. So Sarah, come in, gather around the family table. It's time for a family meeting. What were your top 2 things that you saw coming out of State of Play?
Oh, can I do 3?
Fine.
I really.
You know what?
Okay.
You're like my daughter. Can I have just one more, Dad? Can I just have one? 2's just not enough. Yes, of course you can do 3, Sarah. What's up?
Okay, so I got even more excited about Helldiver 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that looks actually really rad.
Yeah, putting it in third person, I thought it was awesome. The bug creatures, it definitely gave me a little bit of Starship Trooper vibes, which I thought we all loved when we played that last year. So
yes.
That is definitely top on my list. Dragon Dogma?
Oh, I know, right?
Right? Who doesn't love dragons? So it's got dragons, it's got wizards, it's got fantastic beasts. So just everything I love in games on that one. But also as a big lover of Dave the Diver, the crossover.
A little bit. Sarah, I think you should do a little confession here on Dave Diver to all of us.
See how much I play that game.
Yes.
I don't know if we're ready for a confessional moment, but the Godzilla crossover with Dave the Diver, I think, is definitely going to be high on my list.
Yeah, and there it is right there. Dave the Diver, basically, and Godzilla coming in hot, you know what I mean? So pretty excited about this. What an interesting crossover, I gotta say. Like, and the other thing too is they also took Dave the Diver and Dredge, which they announced at the Xbox Developer Direct. The fact that there's actually going to be a crossover between those two games, which I love Dredge and I love Dave the Diver. So it seems to be like the new hotness here with getting everybody in on Dave the Diver. Okay, so there are Sarah's 33 favorite things that she saw at State of Play. What about you, Alex? What was your top one?
My top one?
Or two. You get
Sarah.
2. Or
okay,
15.
so I get.
You know, I'm not gonna judge.
Metro Awakening, because I'm a fan of the whole series. So Metro Awakening in VR, it looks good. It seems like it's true to its roots. Definitely something pretty interesting to see. So definitely that one. And then there's a game that I haven't heard before that I was actually looking at it, and it's called, make sure I get it right, and that was pretty neat. Senseless Zone Zero. So that looked pretty fun, especially with the moves, the characters, what they're trying to do, the weapons. I thought it was pretty different from what I saw. If you guys know, let me know in the chat. I'll get enlightened by all of you. But those two definitely look pretty cool. And the third one will be Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
Which hopefully, guys, that'll be something we'll be able to get to play here on the show, right? Like that's our hope. So we'll see. You know, we're always working on getting to play the latest and greatest games and all that sort of stuff as well. Well, I'm just going to choose one because you guys kind of covered some of the hot ones. It's actually this. So Until Dawn, which is actually a game that I have played. And I played with my community and did it end to end. I started at like 8 o'clock at night and played till 3 in the morning. And it was scary as heck. And you know how much I love scary games. Not at all. But now, like, to see the remastered, and I'm gonna actually like try and finish it while actually trying to keep people alive because I think I killed everybody. So I was terrible at the game. But really excited about the fact that they're doing a remaster for this game because honestly, this game was really fun. It has some pretty big actors in it as well. And so I'm excited to basically get a chance to play Until Dawn again. So that was it for me. I'm excited about Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding was kind of an interesting game. I'm excited to see what's coming out of Hideo. There's some other scary games like the Silent Hill stuff. And I don't know, man, Silent Hill in VR just doesn't sound like a good time. But you know, maybe if I need a colonoscopy or something like that, that might be a good option.
Yeah, all those titles on VR is gonna definitely be a different look. I haven't touched VR in a long time, so I'm kind of curious to see how we progress in VR. But definitely making some strides there.
And then it's interesting because people are talking about right now. They're like, I'm not a PlayStation gamer. I'm a PC gamer. Guess what? A lot of these are coming to PC, which is why we highlight them. Again, we got Horizon Zero Dawn Forever West coming out just in not that long from now. We also got, we had God of War. So many of these games make their way to PC. So we like to celebrate games, and in a lot of ways, they'll make it to PC eventually. So this just might be a pre-warning for some great games to basically look forward to in the future. So. And again, I don't think, all in all, like even if you're a PC player, a PC gamer, or a console gamer, we're all gamers. And technically, the consoles are just PCs anyway. So they're just closed ecosystem stuff. So going from there. On to the next bit of news. I want to give this one to Sarah. I want to let Sarah talk a little bit about this one because she is very excited about it. Sarah, do you want to give everybody the 411 on Twitch Rivals and what's happening?
Yeah, so kind of some big announcements. I don't know if you guys have caught it on Twitter over the last couple of weeks, but Intel is going to be a Twitch Rivals partner for 2024, which means some amazing content is coming your way. So heads up for one of the first streams that we're going to be bringing to you guys, which is going to be on the 8th. And that is going to be kind of kicking things off. So I think Robey's showing it here, which was recently announced on Twitter. But it's going to be great. That entire stream is going to be powered by Intel systems. So good showcase of gaming on Intel hardware. So look out on Discord. We'll put up some announcements, and we'll do the same thing on Twitch. But Streamer Bowl is coming February 8th. And there will be a lot more content in the upcoming weeks.
And the thing is, I don't know if it's worth mentioning that we will actually be streaming on the 8th as well. So we'll have a show of Intel Live that will then feed right into Streamer Bowl. So there's going to be a little bit of crossover and maybe a chance to see Alex dressed as a football star. Just saying. Like,
Maybe,
you know what I mean?
maybe. You can give things away, you know? Was it?
Actually, I was just like, and I mean, he's going to be like, he's also, apparently he got a real Super Bowl ring. And
getting into Tom Brady's house was a lot of work, but playing Hitman 3 taught me a lot of things.
But regardless, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We're pretty excited about the opportunity. And then, of course, congratulations to the team at Intel for being a sponsor. Twitch Rivals ends up being a lot of fun. And if you've never watched the shows, they're worth watching. They're very entertaining. Great personalities on there. And then there's some really cool, like I have some insight into the kind of the stuff that's kind of coming up. So there should be some really, really cool things to watch, which will be really, really fun. Okay. Alex, a little spotlight for you. Something just happened in the world of Intel Arc, and I always love getting the updates here. So what's going on with Intel Arc, Alex?
Actually, yes. So actually, some of you in the chat, mentioned it last week, but we should cover it this week. So yes, there's a new release. There was a release last week for the latest Arc driver, and now we have support for Enshrouded, which we're gonna be playing today. Suicide Squad, Like a Dragon, we played 2 weeks ago, was a lot of fun. Tekken 8, and of course, the all-popular Power World. So this was released last week. For those of you who are playing with Arc, have Arc, keep an eye out there. There's a lot of improvements into that. And yeah, just keep your eyes out. We're kind of happy that it's out there. Some improvements in some of the games.
Wow, so support for Power World?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never even heard of that game. What's it? I'm just
Me neither.
What have we been living under a rock? It's pretty cool seeing the support for Pokemon. I mean, for Power World,
exactly.
And the fact that you guys threw that in there. But yeah, you guys have. I have to say, you guys have been amazing with the amount of drivers and updates that you guys have done. Definitely kicking it in, and every one of them with nice performance boosts. Now, speaking of the Intel Arc thing, wasn't there also one for your Core Ultra ones too, right? Didn't we get an update for that? So like if you have a Core Ultra like the MSIs that you and I are both showing right now, did that update come out too, or?
Yeah, so that update is for discrete and integrate and built-in.
Nice.
And for the built-in, you have support for Like a Dragon, Tekken, and some weird game called Power World.
Some weird game, some small indie title.
Small, insignificant.
Nobody knows about it. Yeah, nobody's heard of that one at all. Yeah. I don't even know why we mention it. And then, of course, we just like to talk about. We love to talk about things that we have seen on the show. We like to think that we were the reason they were so successful. And of course, we're talking about Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth sells 1 million copies. And you guys got to say, can we just get a raise of hands if you think it was because of the gameplay we got to show off here? I want to take credit where credit's due. It was Alex's cosplay and our gameplay that basically got it over 1 million. Can we just acknowledge that, Sarah? Can we make sure that we get a plaque, a thank you plaque from the team over at Sega on at our corporate HQ, just signing that we were the reason and that we have a royalty check in the mail? Is that true?
I think Alex's cosplay always helps game sales.
You know, that's a great example of a butterfly effect or a snowball effect. Starts little, and geez, I mean, I love the support that I get, but it's definitely keeps growing.
I mean, essentially what we're saying is that we are, Alex and I are essentially chaos theory. and that
Exactly.
what we have done is, because like we're the butterflies beating in New York, there's now a windstorm in Australia. But essentially us playing Infinite Dragon just grew to the success of the million plus numbers. By the way, if you have not had a chance to play that game, it is super fun. I'm playing through Yakuza Like a Dragon right now. The characters are charming. There's great like bromance. There's a ton of stuff in that game. I had no idea they were as good as they were, and I'm just really glad and grateful for this show, for a chance to actually get to check out a series that I almost knew nothing about and was like, this is awesome. So if anything, I'm hoping that some people actually had a chance and picked it up, because it was really good. I don't know, Alex, have you got to play much more of it past that?
The list keeps getting longer and longer. I have a homework that is halfway through that I haven't finished. I don't want to bring that up. I was supposed to be playing Enshrouded this week. I haven't touched that. And I really wanted to keep playing Prince of Persia. So
yeah, we get what we get, you know what I mean? It's like the best that we can essentially do at this point in time. Well, I mean, again, awesome, and congratulations, obviously, to the Infinite Wealth team. I mean, the game is really, really good, a lot of fun, super humorous, and all that sort of stuff, and just really glad to see something like that be successful. I know we kind of began on a low note, but to see on an end note, and to see things like Pow World. I also know Enshrouded is now over 1 million downloads as well. We now have Infinite Wealth over 1 million downloads, so it's great to see some success in the community, along with some of the sadness and stuff that we've been dealing with as well. But that is it for the news. That is it for the news. Guys, it's time to change subjects, to get a little serious. No, it's actually not serious at all. We want to be edutainment in all the best ways. But I want to chat with you guys about the Intel Core i5 14600K. It's one of those darling CPUs that the thing that I love about it is that just the amount of compatibility that exists specifically around the 14600K. A lot of times when you start to go up the stack, when you think about Intel CPUs, you have to start being more considerate of things like cooling. You have to be more considerate about kind of the pairings, power supplies, all sorts of things like that. But the 14600K, A, at a really great retail price, but B, also just because of, you know, the 150 something watts that it pulls and all that sort of thing, ends up being a much nicer kind of CPU to kind of kick things off with. So I wanted to give Alex a little opportunity to just talk a little bit about the 14600K, and then see what, then we'll jump into a 14600K build, answer your guys' questions. We got Sarah who's paying attention to all the chat, so she'll be feeding us questions throughout this. But this is your chance to talk about, and I wouldn't say budget, because honestly a 146 and a 4090 can be a great 4K system, but basically talk about just what a 14.6, what kind of cooling you might need, what kind of GPUs pair very well with it, all sorts of questions like that. But first, let's just talk about the architecture behind the 14600K. Take it away, Alex.
Sure. So the 14600K is a refresh architecture from Raptor Lake, which has built on from Alder Lake. So it still has that hybrid architecture that you probably guys have heard before, which you have the P cores, which is the proficient cores, and you have the efficient cores, which are also called as the E cores. So we have a mix of, make sure I get it right, that's 6 and 8. So we have 6 P cores and 8 E cores together. So that's, we can do math. So that's 14. And actually the E cores, you can do hyper-threading. So no, actually the P cores, you can do super hyper-threading. So that's what increases the amount of threads that you have there. The difference between the 13600K and the 14600K is the frequency has been increased due to the process maturity of how we build the silicon. So now instead of having a turbo frequency reaching 5.1, you can actually now reach 5.3 gigahertz. It is a really nice, this is one of my favorite processors with the i5, like Robey said, just because where it sits, because it has so many capabilities, and you can pair it with different types of video cards, and with the configuration, of course, that you have, you don't need such a robust system. And for gaming, it's just like that sweet spot that you can reach in. So definitely, it's a great processor. And actually, this morning I went and looked at the pricing, and I saw like it's hovering around 300 to 285 bucks here in the US. So it's a pretty good, decent price. So it has sustained from the previous generations. Also, if you guys are interested, there's also the KF. So the 14600 KF. F means that it doesn't come with the built-in graphics in there, and so it's just the processor. So that one's a little bit cheaper, and that's also going to be a really good solution for you as you're looking to save a couple of bucks in there. So yeah, that kind of in a nutshell is the Core i5 14600K. Look to you, Robey. He's looking at the specs right here. He's keeping me honest. I can't hear it. You guys hear it?
I think
This you, Robey. He muted himself. He probably muted himself. You know, he's been a good guy. But I can hear you, Sarah. Can you guys hear it? There we go.
So I just realized that I had muted myself, and I didn't even know how I did it. Maybe I rubbed against something. I was muted.
You were looking for the Sarah's mute button.
The 14600K is he is absolutely right. It's a great at $299.99 over at Newegg right now if you were willing to go check it out. And it's a build that you can build nice budget type builds with it. So like you can build a $1,000 build with a 14600K. It doesn't take a ton to cool. 150 watt capable air cooler if you wanted to kind of keep yourself simple. Things like basically any of the lower Noctuas like the U12S. You can use the NZXT air cooler. You could also do it with the dual fans. There's a bunch of options that you have. You don't necessarily have to do AIO cooling with the 14600K. The other thing too is, and we'll talk about this a little bit, we'll show you some things that you need to do when you do the setup just to make sure that happens, because the one thing you need to be aware of is sometimes those pesky motherboard manufacturers like to jump as much juice into these things as they potentially can. And you just have to be smart about making sure that certain things are on and off to be able to do that. The 14600K is LGA 1700, yes, it is actually LGA 1700 as well. And then the other thing too is that when we talk about the different pairings, the thing that's actually really nice about the 14600K is the 14600K you can do on a 1080p system, you can use a 146 on a 1440p system, and you can even use a 14600K on a 4K system as well. So it's a very versatile CPU, and a lot of times, especially at the higher end 4K or even at the low end 1080p, you're actually saving yourself some money, specifically if you're focused on gameplay only, because you're not wasting, either you're getting to spend some of that money on getting the best graphics card you can, or you're spending that money on RAM or whatever at the 4K side to basically go from there. So it's actually pretty awesome, and it's a really good CPU. Now, what we're going to show you today is we built a 14600K 1440p system, but we also used MSI's Project Zero to kind of show it off. So I'm going to bring it out here, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what Project Zero is, because Project Zero is an interesting concept to say the least. And it all started back with something that happened with a company called Maingear. If you've ever heard of Maingear, essentially Maingear built and patented a back connect system for motherboards. And with that, they kind of held on to it for a long time until they partnered with a company called Gigabyte, if you haven't heard of them, to do a project called Project Stealth. And Project Stealth was a full build kit that came out in 2023. Might have been early 2023. It could have been 2022. Yeah. It might have been 2023 that we got to show off in partnership with Linus. We were one of the first people to get to show this off. And what it did is all of the connections for the motherboard were actually on the back, including that of the GPU. MSI's Project Zero is kind of like an amalgamation that's in between. What it does is it does have back connect for the motherboard specifically, but at the same time, it also allows you to use any GPU. And then there's a second set of systems that are now called BTF, and this is the BTF Alliance. That's being run by ASUS, which is actually more like Project Stealth, where you actually also have connections for the GPU on the motherboard, and then there's zero front cables, even for things like AIOs and stuff like that, and it's a much deeper ecosystem. Now, from an ecosystem standpoint, one of the issues that people had with Project Stealth is that there was only one case, one motherboard, one GPU, and then that was it. With BTF and now with Project Zero, we've actually seen a larger conglomeration of not just motherboard manufacturers and component manufacturers, but also case manufacturers that are also going to be doing cases that support what are called back connect motherboard systems. And those are companies like Lee and Lee, which, I mean, that pretty much means everybody's doing it, right? At that point in time, Alex?
Yeah, everybody was doing that.
How many 011 builds are there? We also we also now have Corsair, we have MSI, we have Asus, and then we even have stuff from Gigabyte and others who are also going to be doing what are called back connect motherboard cases. Now, one of the things that's actually really cool about cases is there are actually companies that not only are the cases work for back connect, but they also work for standard motherboards as well. So they have things like rubber grommets and things like that. Something that you won't see in this case. This is a Project Zero specific case, but it is a question that comes up a whole lot. So anyway, that's kind of a rundown of Project Zero. We're going to let you in and give you a deep dive into it in just a second. But did we see any questions or anything before I get too far?
No, the only thing I want to see is it was kind of interesting because, like you said, it was launched in 2023, and when I was able to see it for the first time at Computex, which a bunch of the other tech reviewers and the other people attending, and kind of one of the biggest questions that people have back there was, is it going to pick up? Is it going to be something, or is it just like a concept car that it might not come to full production? But it's good. It's good that it actually picked up some steam and has been picked up by other companies, and now there's actually the biggest question was back then. It was the case compatibility, and now we've seen that, like you just mentioned, all of these different cases that actually will be able to support all these different motherboards that are connected through in the back. So I can't wait to see what we have done, Robey. I think it's going to be amazing.
Now, one of the questions that I did see people ask, which is actually a really great question, is this the future? Is this where we're going to essentially go? And the answer to that question is no. This is not the future. This is just creating options. So there's obviously some things that people have to be considerate for when you think about jumping into the BTF or the Project Zero ecosystem. Number one, when you buy a motherboard, and I'll show you some motherboard. I'll show you the motherboard and what's different about it here in a minute. When you buy a motherboard like this, obviously this will only work with other back connect type systems. So you are, if you're doing or you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to sell my parts later on, something to definitely be concerned about or thinking about is stuff like this that actually might end up becoming something you have to be considerate of when you go from there. But let's jump in and show you a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up the front glass.
There's another quick question. The pros and cons. I guess pros and cons of these type of new technology. I guess the pros of having it in the back, and the cons of having it in the back.
It's funny because I don't. The pros is they're all personal, right? Like it's actually very much a personal thing, right? It's an aesthetic choice, right? The pro is, do you like this particular look? I mean, when you're looking at this, there is, outside of the only cable that you see here is here, and there's one on the AIO. Outside of that, there's no other cables. Some people actually really like the view of basically having the 24 pin there. That's going to be a choice. And then, do you like to show the EPS cable? Some people like having custom cables to be as part of the as part of making their system more personalized. So in terms of, is there any performance pro or anything like that? No, not really. The only thing that only pro is just really aesthetically. Now the con, which I mean you and I were chatting about a little bit earlier, Alex, is that if you buy back connect stuff, it only works with back connect stuff, which is obviously going to be a smaller ecosystem than the rest of the PC DIY community. So if you're okay with potentially not selling it, or you're going to keep that system for 3 to 5 years, that may be less of a concern. But it is one of the things that's been brought up when you think about back connect. But in terms of, is this something that's a fad? I think that at this point in time, with so many people doing it at this point in time, Alex, I would agree that I don't think this is a fad. I think this is something that is here to stay, that we're going to see a lot more back connect, and this is a huge push for the industry because there are people who love this kind of style. Project Stealth did sell well, and so in this case, I think what we're going to see is that people want to, you're going to see more of this, and maybe that'll kind of eliminate the con of this, right?
Yeah, I completely agree. Just like with any new technology, is going to have to go through that transition phase, through that adoption phase. So until we get there, yes, it's going to be sort of a niche, and there's going to be some limitations. But I think it looks like it's going to be transitioning to there. How fast, how quickly? I guess we won't know. But
I mean,
it's good to see new things.
Yeah, exactly. And I can think of at least 10 cases already that are coming out with this. Plus, you have multiple motherboards from Asus, right? They did both a ROG, so Republica Gamer, and they have like a tough standard Prime style. MSI has 5 back connect boards. I believe Gigabyte's also working on boards. So, and then the other thing too is that, you know, there's a tough and a Strix and a Prime version of the GPU on the Asus side. And then I have heard that other ones are also making Asus compatible BTF GPUs. So I feel like there's going to be a pretty big ecosystem. It'll just be interesting to see over the next year how that all kind of equates out. But I wanted to give you guys a close-up view here so you guys can actually see. So I'm like giving you the side view, but we'll give you a close-up view so you can actually see here what it looks like. So we'll zoom in a little bit. So things that are just obviously a little bit different about this as we zoom in on the motherboard. You can actually see there's no connections. The 24 pin, and of course up here in the top corner of the EPS pin, we actually have no connections on these things anymore. So we'll give you kind of a closer look here at the things. We'll jump into the roaming one.
That extra power connector on the upper left, man, for those of us who have big hands, I got some scars on those fingers.
Yeah, so you can actually see up here, what you'll see is the reverse side of the pins, right? You'll see the reverse side of the pins, but there are no cables there. There are no cables there. And then also notice there are no front panel connections, no fans, anything like that anywhere on the motherboard as well. All of that stuff has essentially been moved to the back of the motherboard. So there are no connections on any of there outside of every, like there's like one little one. Everything else has essentially been moved to the back except for obviously the PCI connections and all that sort of stuff as well. Now, the interesting part about this whole thing is when you flip it over. So that is the front, but when you look at the back, you can actually see like, well, just because there's no cables, Robey, does that mean that you're not going to have any cable management? I need you guys to prepare, okay? Everybody take a breath. Everybody take a breath, because this is not going to make you feel better, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's easier to do these builds, because that's not entirely true. So this is a cable managed back connect motherboard. And then what you can see here is up at the top, we actually have the EPS connection. So here's our EPS, our 24 pin is now here in the back, and then all of our other connections are down at the bottom. So where you did have some cables in the front, now you have a lot more to basically manage in the back. So there's, you have your, and then the other thing too is you also have to think about is also clearances for things like these big, thick PSU cables, where before, they had plenty of room on the other side, but now you have to worry about clearance in terms of whether they go and they're clear from here. So there is actually more cabling that has now moved to the back of the case, which can be problematic. But at the same time, it is something that, does this mean that you're going to have to do less cable management? The answer is no. It just means that you won't see as much on the front side. So again,
Robey,
this is the new future. And then a couple things when you look at the Asus version of this, there actually are additional power connectors here that actually connect to the PSU, so that way you have power for the GPU. That's something that's different between this Project Zero and then BTF from the team at Asus. So any questions that we see anymore? I want to breathe. Oh, you can breathe again. Sorry
No.
if you took a deep breath and then I forgot to tell you could breathe. We have so many people who've passed out.
Now, quick. So, would you say is this business in the front and party in the back, or business in the back because of all the cable management and party in the front with all the RGB?
I would say that this is clean in the front, party in the back. This is like essentially the computer mullet in a lot of ways. But I will say that if you're one of the people who's like, I'm just going to cram all the cables in and just hope that the back closes, I will say that in this case, with the builds that we've done so far, the back connect system is actually less of that. And you're going to have to be a little bit more conscious of your cable management than you would be in, say, for instance, a standard system. Now, the part that's going to be interesting is that, the part that's going to be super interesting is that with dual chamber cases, so things like your O11, the new Corsair announced 2 of them that they have coming out, that your cables, this should be less of a concern on those because dual chamber just have a whole lot of a bigger area for you to do cable management and stuff like that, which should be cool.
There's a question, Robey.
What's that?
is there going to be a standard for the location of the ports connector so it's universal for case manufacturers?
So yes, that is the only difference right now, I would say, between Project Zero and BTF, which are the two main alliances for this, that most of the connections are actually standardized. The only difference is those additional holes, when we look here at the top down, the additional holes that'll be right here along the, right here, along the PCI lanes for the Asus ones, they have additional holes for basically plugging in your power connector for your GPU, but in terms of everything else is pretty standard. So it all fits, and most of them have the same holes that all the cases that I've seen up until this point. Where you'll see differences is that on ones that support both back connect and standard motherboards, you'll see rubber grommets here. So that way, if you wanted to run your cables normally, you absolutely could. So anyway, that's back connect. But now the question is, we talked about the back connect stuff, but now the question is, Robey, that's all fun and dandy. What about the 14600K? And we're going to get to that. Let's actually look at how that performs. So what we have here, and I'll show you guys right now. So here's the video and the parts that we have inside of the system. And this is a great $2,000 system that we kind of built around this. So this is a Intell Core i5. Sorry. That was a typo. We'll have Sean flogged. Core i5 14600K, an MSI B760M Project Zero motherboard. Now, one thing about the B760M, because this is actually really important to note, and I think Alex knows where I'm going with this. With B760, that means that you cannot overclock your K SKU. This is just a limitation of the motherboard options that you have with MSI. They do make a Z790 motherboard for back connect, but it's ATX, so it doesn't fit in this case. So we were limited to the B760M. So in this case, you might actually do something like a 13.6 non-K versus necessarily doing a 14.6. But given we're using a 240 millimeter AIO, there's not going to be a ton of room for overclocking anyway. But it's just something to be aware of. So I just want to mention that. We're using a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Gaming X Trio in white, an MSI Spatium M480 Pro 1TB NVMe drive, Kingston Fury 2x16 6000 mega transfer DDR5 RAM. We have the MSI MAG Pano M100R Project Zero Edition. For the cooler, the MSI MAG Core Liquid 240 V2, and then for the power supply, the MSI MAG 850 GL PCI 5 in white. And this part actually right here, this white is brand new. So this is also something that's new for MSI, because they didn't actually used to have white PSUs, but they now have the white ATX 3.0 PSUs as well. So let me get this put back together and we'll get it plugged in and check out some gameplay and stuff. So any questions so far? Hopefully just giving you all the good info. Want to make sure that you guys are clear on why we make decisions, what good components are to put with it, why we make the choices in terms of that we did around selecting components and all that sort of stuff as well. So
one of the questions that we have there is, can you undervolt it? And I'm not sure, because I'm not that much familiar with this motherboard with the B760 from MSI.
You cannot.
Usually,
they're not. You have no ability to mess with anything having to do with the unlocked nature of the CPU at all.
CPU.
Yeah. So no. If you lock it, it'll basically this motherboard is limited in terms of what you can do. It's really just kind of a plug and play option here in terms of that regard. So. And that's not to say there are lots of cases like you guys saw. I think we used a B760 in like one of the things that's really nice about the B760 is when you're doing mini ITX builds or micro ATX builds or small form factor builds in general, that a lot of times that's more than enough MOBO. And I'll be honest, I mean, this is something that Alex can totally talk about. How many people actually overclock or touch their Intel settings, Alex? From a percentage standpoint.
Oh, it's not that many. It's very small. Have you touched your settings today? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So actually, yeah, it's very few that people actually touch it or play with it. But I mean, there's still, if you look at the overall big things, it's still big in numbers. But if you look at the rest of the market, it's not that much. But there's software out there. There's different applications. For example, the Extreme Utility Unit. Extreme utility tool from Intel that it can actually automatically overclock. There's also others from third parties that will do that. to make it easier. But yeah, there's actually very few that people will overclock. But I mean, you still have the you still do it.
Yeah, you can, and again, some people do, but when I just want to be super clear, most people don't. And so when one of the things I love to talk about, and you'll see this in a lot of the videos that I do, and when I talk about guides, is when people are making choices about hardware that they're going to use in their builds or whatever it may be, they need to be really honest about. What they're going to do with it, and then whether it's worth spending the money. You know what I mean? If it's something that you don't think you're ever going to do, it may be worth the inexpensive cost to not purchase something. And one thing that you have to be really careful about is don't let other people tell you what is better or best based on what are your own habits. Everybody's PC building and their usage is unique to you. So be okay with what you got, because somebody's like, oh, well, if you get that board, now you can't overclock. I'm not going to, so who cares? You know what I mean? And you're limiting yourself. Dude, let's be honest, man. Most of us are so busy, we don't even have enough time to game, much less are we gonna do that other thing. So it's kind of like those people who go and spend like hundreds of dollars on learning, Russian or Spanish or whatever it was, and then, it's like, was that really the best use of money? That's a decision you gotta make up to, yeah. Yeah, download more clock speed. Let's do that, for sure.
RAM. Never forget to download RAM.
Everybody needs to download more clock speed. Okay, so let's turn this on so you guys can get a little view of the system itself. So we'll go here to full screen, side view, a little reveal. The button's on the front. If I hit the right button. Dang it, I thought I could guess.
Put sunglasses on.
Yeah, put your sunglasses on, guys. Here it comes. Turn it, okay, there we go. And by the way, I did find out, I did turn the RGB down. This is not as bright as it normally is. So you'll actually see it turn down and be a little bit more camera friendly in time. So there you go. Here's looking at it from the side. So you get like a kind of a more full view side camera view there. In terms of, this is what BTF is about, right? Like there's just less clutter, less cabling, really nice, which is a completely aesthetic thing for you. So yeah, it comes down to it. And that's got to say, the one thing I do have to be careful of, and I'm okay with it, right? There's a lot of people who are probably getting their pitchforks out and all that sort of stuff. I understand the audience of who is chilling with me right now, with us and Alex and everybody else, are some of the most hardcore, hardware lovers who definitely tinker with their systems and all that sort of stuff. It's just, be careful about, taking your values and pushing them on other people who may not share them. That's kind of just my whole perspective there. And so we're just trying to be a little bit more open-minded. Yeah, what's up, Alex?
Yeah, no, that's what I like. That's what I like about you, Robey. Is like, hey, there's different parts for different people. Not everybody has the same budget. Not everybody has the same workloads or games that we'll play. And so, yeah, we just really have to pick what is best for you. And yes, sometimes we get persuaded to get something else, but no, but remember, it's about you, focus about you, on your needs, and also what you can actually, what's within your budget.
Yeah, I like Rarutu's like, let's ray trace the pitchforks. Yeah, let's absolutely ray trace the pitchforks. Okay, so we're jumping into the first thing I wanted to show you guys once it kind of comes up, so I'm restarting the system really quick, is I wanted to show you the BIOS settings, just something to be conscious of when you're setting up your board. So we are here in the capture. Here we go. So you just got to remember which one it is. So when you're here in the capture, and we go to F7, and you go to settings, and you go to overclock. And then right here, if you're using MSI, this is what we do. See this thing where it says boost, where it says box cooler, tower cooler, and air cooler, this water cooler? See those wattages next to it? Those are super important. And a lot of times, one of the things that most of the time when you jump into a BIOS, it'll do something like it'll basically set it to water cooling where it's running 4,096 watts. And then what the motherboard loves to do is it just says, you know what? This guy knows what he's doing. Everybody's a PC building expert. I'm gonna put as much wattage into this beast as I potentially can. And what you have is very little performance gain for a lot more power, when in reality, and we've tested this numerous times, if you just set it to box cooler, which is stock Intel settings, which is at this point in time about 180 watts, you'll see that your Cinebench performance is right on par. And then at the same time, if you really did want to go and tweak with the CPU, you can do that on your own, because a lot of times the way that the motherboards have a tendency to do it, you're not even getting that much better performance for that additional power. So my really recommendation, usually when it comes to setting up motherboards, if this is the one thing you would do, most of you won't, is basically going in and setting it to a box cooler or turning it to Intel stock settings and letting you manual tune it, or use things like AI overclocking or the Intel Extreme tuning utility that takes into account your overall cooling capacity, versus just saying, I have no idea, let me just put as much wattage in as much as you can. Somebody asked, is this a customer build? No, this is a just for show build. This build is to make Alex and Sarah drool. That's the whole point of it. Is it working, Sarah?
Oh my God, it so is. These new cases where they got rid of the support bar and it's just the all glass in front. I want a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, that thing that you just brought up, actually, I was very surprised to see that it was 4,096 watts. And that was,
Yep. That's basically setting it to the max. It just says,
unlimited,
I will put it on the max, which is not necessarily the best thing for all of us. So, okay, so we're jumping in here. So I wanted to give you an idea, because one of the things that a lot of people say is like, hey, for cooling, Robey, is this, when you think about a 240 millimeter AIO, a 240 millimeter AIO is very comparative to some of the mid-range coolers, air coolers as well. Things like the U12S from Noctua, a lot of just the Assassin 4 from Deepcool. Sorry, my mind just went blank on a lot of these things. So again, these nice mid-range ones that still absolutely will cool a GPU, a CPU like this. So we'll drop up, go ahead and pop in and show you Cinebench. And then we'll give this a go so you can see where our temps basically end up sitting during this for here. But you can see right now, idly, even though we have Steam probably running at some point in time, there's a little bit of hit there. But we're idling right now around 36 degrees. We'll open up Cinebench.
And Robey, also is good to remind, like, you're not always running everything at 100%. So your computer, yeah, it's not always going to be trying to reach those temperatures, especially if you're gaming. Not everything's turned on.
No, and we'll see. You'll see that when we play Enshrouded and everything else. I will have gaming temps up, so you'll see that this is not representative of what you will see when you're using this. This is the worst case, this is not what your optimal case is. We're just showing you what the worst case would be if you're doing something like that. And you should see this. Here it goes. Packages jump up, and it should hover right in the 80s, and it'll get up into the high 80s, low 90s. And then again, your Cinebench score here will be somewhere in close to 24,000, which is good for a 14600. I mean, that's actually a great score for a 14600K. And if this was like a Z790 or anything like that, but given this is a B760, it's okay to keep that. Again, you're all about managing temperatures and managing wattage and not wasting energy for not a ton of extra power, so to speak. So, trying to see if there's any other questions. Looks like people are talking about F1 and Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. So apparently I'm doing a really good job of explaining this. People are like, I've learned so much. Let's talk about F1 racing. Which I'll take. I have no problem with that whatsoever. And now for people who are just joining us and they're asking about the giveaways, we are going to be giving away Enshrouded codes on all the channels, discord.gg/Intel, here at Twitch on Robeytech, and as well as twitch.tv/Intel. And then 14600Ks, we're going to be giving those away over on the Intel channel and also at the end of the show here on twitch.tv/Robeytech as well. The one at Intel is US. The one here at Robeytech is US, Canada, and Mexico. So there you go. Okay, so there we go, guys. You can see here temperature-wise, we're sitting right in the mid-80s. It'll still creep up just a little bit, but for the most part, no problem. If you were going to do any productivity tasks, anything like that, this would have no issue whatsoever running those and being completely under control. And then you could just take the same thought, and if you wanted to air cool this with an air cooled case, I would not recommend air cooling in a case like this. That's a whole different class. We can do that. Now here's something that we like to do because it's always fun. One of the other fun things that I love to show people. You guys ready? I know Sarah's ready. You ready? You ready, Alex?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
One of the things I love to show people, which don't they think, and this comes up a whole lot when you talk about radiator placement and all that sort of stuff, is, hey guys, let me ask you a question. What have you heard? Robey, I don't know if you know this, but warm air rises and cold air descends, right? Have you heard that before, Alex? Warm air rises and cold air descends. And you're not wrong.
I mean, no,
you're not
that's
wrong
true.
about that at all. But I want to give you a visualization real quick of just how quickly air travels through a PC. So here we go. This is how quickly air travels through a PC. As you can see, that air gets through there real quick. There is no air sitting there and basically trying to rise, or it's just going through. So when people sit there and say like, no, you need to have, if you want to have all your warp, dude, it's getting pulled through, no problem whatsoever, right? So air travels very quickly through a PC. So anytime that you get done with something like this and you're like, oh, Robey, what about that? Let's slow down the fans, let the air rise. Even if I ran them really slow, it would still not do anything like that, which is super. It's really fast. So one of those things that we always love to kind of neutralize here on Intell Live is some of these like crazy rumors that have kind of come around in terms of talking about cooling myths and stuff like that. So, okay. Jumping back to our
Robey PC Mythbuster.
Yeah, PC Mythbuster here on the channel. Okay, so let's so that we can see here, no problem. Let's just take a look at some gameplay stuff so you can see what temps are going to be like when you're running on a game. So we'll pop in here. Let's do something a little bit more demanding, like Hogwarts Legacy. And that'll be easy. What am I looking for? Library. Sorry, I'm going to turn this off. It's annoying. Okay, so let's pop into Hogwarts Legacy really quick. And let's see what a game would look like when what temps would look like when you're basically playing a more demanding game. Yeah. When I don't crank my fans to 100%, my CPU will overheat and shut down. That's not okay. You might want to check some things. You might want to clean it.
One, clean it. Two, make sure that it's seared correctly. Three, check thermal paste. But yeah, start with those three.
Okay, somebody was asking, hey, Robey, is it okay to shove that smoke through your PC all the time just to show airflow as a neat party trick? Actually, the air, it's not entirely safe. There's always some very low risk because it's made of vegetable oil and it is conductive. But again, there's a lot of us who do it. And if something were to go wrong, I can afford to replace the system, or I have the parts to replace the system. So it's one of those things. This is not something I recommend doing at home unless you know that there could potentially be some sort of casualty. The odds of that casualty being low, it's kind of like when we talk about overclocking, which technically does in some cases void your warranty. But hey, if you want to go and do it, go nuts. It's called a smoke genie. So. All right, so we're just going to prep our shaders real quick, and then we'll take a look at the game itself running.
Okay. Wait.
I don't know if that's absolutely true, Aussie, or not.
It's funny. The poet uses instance to show his airflow.
Yeah, that just makes your PC smell, though. And that also takes a lot longer to smoke up, like to get smoking. That sounded bad, but I mean to get smoking versus. I definitely recommend if you want to see it, smoke genies or smoke creations are actually the best way to do it versus like I don't know if dropping incense into your system makes a whole lot of sense. So no, it's not a slow SSD. It's just welcome to shader gen. I think it's funny because people complain about VRAM, but man, I think they need to complain about shader compiling more.
Well, we already ordered, was it a petabyte or a hexabyte on our next ARC card that Sarah's
Yeah,
gonna
we're up
deliver
to
us.
37 zettabyte ARC
Zettabytes,
graphics
there we go.
card. Yeah, that we still haven't gotten any confirmation from Sarah when we're getting that. Sarah, it's been almost a year. Are we close?
It's still in discussion. It might be a long discussion.
Lich Lord, what are the chances of an all-in-one liquid cooler leaking? Thinking of going liquid cooling, but I'm a read horror stories. Very low, especially if you buy them from reputable companies. So like if you buy Cooler Master, Corsair, MSI, the odds of something like that happening are actually very, very low. It's where you can see and cause problems if you spend a lot of times like bending your tubes or messing around and stuff like that. And we're talking about really wrenching on them. That you could cause leaks, but for the most part, you're not going to have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, AIOs have been in the market for 10 years plus. So they're going to be there for a while. So at the beginning, I could see like all the horror stories, but I think that market overall is very mature. And to Robey's point, yeah, as long as you buy from someone reputable, you should be fine. You shouldn't have any issues. Look at them. Game skills.
It's funny, I haven't played this game in so long.
You can do it. You can jump over. It's okay. Everybody cheer Robey to jump over.
But again, look at the temps, 60 degrees, right? So we're nowhere near it, right? A lot of times when people sit there and say, like, you need to make sure that you're cooling. For gaming, much, much lower load on CPU. It's GPU that actually ends up being a large part of your gaming temps in for the most part. So you'll see this 14.6 sitting at 66, and then you'll see the 4070 sitting at 50 and 60 in general. Now this is running, I think this is running everything at max. So let's make sure real quick. So we're at Ultra. Yeah, this is Ultra, a 4070 Ti and a 4070 Ti and a Core i5 14600K. We're getting an easy 100 and something frames per second with no problem, and it's running beautifully. So again, really great PC and CPU. And a lot of times, one of the things I really like is that, Robey, if I'm going to play at 1440p or I'm going to play at 4K, do I need to buy a 14900K? And as much as Intel would love you to, and there's nothing wrong with a 14900. Is it needed, especially for higher resolution gaming? Not really. So, but there, that gives you a good idea of just the overall temps and some performance and all that sort of stuff from games, especially games like this. And then we have some other ones if we want to, but it's already actually after 1, and we want to make sure we check out our new game, which is Enshrouded, which we have set up in there. So I want to take a few minutes, guys, before we start jumping over to gameplay and make sure we answered any questions or if there was anything that you felt like wasn't clear. And hopefully you enjoyed this demonstration of the 14600K and all that sort of stuff. Anybody else miss the day when you would chain GPUs together? No. I will tell you, SLI was a pain in the butt. No, I do not miss that day. I'm glad that is dead. So we already have enough complications in the world of PCs. I don't think we need any more.
You remember Quad SLI, Robey?
Oh my gosh. And I'm so glad that all went away. So. Any other conversations or things like that we'd? I have a 10900KF. Is it safe to overclock it? Just know, especially with things like the extreme tuning utility, especially because the extreme tuning utility lets you actually do things and then resets it if there's a problem. It's a little bit safer than tweaking. Wow. Tweaking with numbers tweaking with numbers.
It is Friday.
In the
It is
BIOS
Friday.
and all that sort of
We're gonna go
stuff.
dancing.
Sorry. Sorry about that. That was, I didn't mean to torque that CPU. Anyway, tweaking it like in the BIOS and stuff like that. So there are safe ways to get into overclocking. I would definitely recommend things like the XTU. AI overclocking as well from companies like Asus. MSI also has a similar tool that's coming out, as does Gigabyte. So if you have some stuff on your motherboard, that might be a better place to kind of go and create a baseline and then just tweak with it a little bit. And there's lots of guides. I've done them, a number of us have done them in terms of how to basically make your steps. And just, I think, Alex, we would agree, baby steps. Baby steps is the way to think about it when you do stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah, you start slow until you really have a comprehend how the whole system works, how the voltages, currents, and everything. I mean, it is nowadays, it is very challenging to burn your CPU when you're overclocking because there's a lot of safety features and watchdogs and everything stuff installed in there. But definitely, it's baby steps.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, because we're jumping into Enshrouded, and if you did win, oh, I guess maybe not. That doesn't work. I don't know if we got the codes the right way, but we do have a community server. You guys will see this when we jump into the game. Alex, do you need to prep for cosplay? So we'll let you jump over to cosplay. What I was going to say is that we do have a community server, which you guys are absolutely welcome to join. It's called Robeytech. The password is called community. You can search for it in the Enshrouded community server. We can have up to 9 people active in it. Please just don't steal anything. That's what we basically ask. So just be kind. But yeah, if you guys want to go check that out, I'm going to go ahead and do an Enshrouded giveaway code right now here on my channel. I know that they've been running continuously on the Intell Discord and Intell Twitch channels, but I wanted to basically get something going on here because my people are like, Robey, you just sit there and talk so much, but what if can we get some love too? I'm like, yes, we absolutely can. So let me get that going here on the channel. It'll be ! Enshrouded. Here on Robeytech. Great game, wouldn't you say, Sarah? You like this one, right?
It is a fantastic game, and if you do join the server, you get to see the epic house build.
Yeah, we'll be show. Don't worry, we'll show that off. Okay, so ! Enshrouded, 2 minutes over on Robeytech right now if you want to get in on that. And then we'll be doing the 14600K giveaway at the very end. So there it is. It is running. I'm going to go ahead and get the game up and going here. Okay, so let's go to...
And we have another game code giveaway going on our Intell Twitch channel too.
There we go. All the codes. You got to be on all the channels. That's the way we work on it, right?
Mm-hmm. So we got another probably 2 minutes on that one.
We got 2 minutes on the one over at Robeytech as well. People got mad when I just like sat there and just showed the computer the whole time. They're like, we kind of like your face too. I'm like, okay, fine.
It is a beautiful build though.
We'll let it happen. It is a beautiful build. I agree. Okay. So welcome to the world of Enshrouded, guys. As you can see, we actually have... get out of this. I'm going to bring up the chat here on Discord so I can see you guys too, your lovely faces. So while Alex gets ready, I can show this. There it is right there. You can see there is our Robeytech server. You can just search for Robeytech. It is a server that's open. And then again, all you got to do is use code community. It's just community with a lower C, and that'll get you in and allow you to play. So let's go and show our world while we wait for. And I'll stop the music. And let's make sure gameplay audio is coming through. Oh, okay, so here is our city that we've been working on. We still have a level 1 flame, so we obviously need help.
We'll get that fixed soon. So what skill path did you go, Robey?
I'm gonna go battle mage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my page. So this is Sarah's house. That's Sarah's house, which honestly, I think Sarah may be getting a job at DR Horton, right? Like, I just gotta say, good job, Sarah.
I tried to offer a little diversity, a little covered patio.
You did. I like it. Like, all in all, like, this seems like a place I would go for a barbecue. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh. And then inside, she's got some tables and benches. She's got some grass growing into the... Is it just growing into your house?
Yeah, it's so evidently when you try to build something and then remove it, it causes some weird things. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you'd, like, brought in some living plants. It's, like, all part of the decor here. And then we go upstairs. And then she's got... Is that just, like, so you can get down easily? Then she's got her single candle, which she just added. Nice. And then she's got her bed. But is this just supposed to be here, Sarah?
No. This isn't going well. You find like the one thing that's still no. There's supposed to be a fireman's pole. You know, you can just slide down. No.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I was like, maybe what she did is like, oh, I need to get out of here quick. She's got escape routes. And then this is Zeiston. Oh, wow, he's got armor and stuff. Dude, he is like way better than us.
Hey, did you see his cellar?
I know. Okay, so this is when somebody who's pro plays. Like, he's got like a cellar with like, what, like that stuff? And then there's a guy who has a quest and he's really sunburned. And then we can craft here. He's got a bunch of crafting stuff.
Wait, that's this blacksmith, right?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. I'm ready for...
Let me know when to count you down.
Okay, count me down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, wow, you're already there. I can already see you. Full screen, Alex. Oh, my gosh, dude.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, my God. What?
I'm a little advanced over here.
What? Oh, my gosh. Dude. Good job, Alex.
Yeah,
I'm a little lost for words. I don't know.
Hold on, this might be better.
I mean, you just went, look at that beard. Oh, does it like buckle underneath?
Yeah, the helmet buckles underneath. Are you not entertained?
I am very entertained. I am very entertained. Wow, Alex, that looked like it took some time. Oh, wow, the beard comes off. I mean, the helmet comes off.
Yeah, the helmet.
That's actually really good. That's actually really good. Yeah, the authentic label under his chin. What is it? So Skull asks, Alex, what's the shampoo you have to use for your beard?
I use Tresemme. Actually, no, it's CoverGirl. Easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
CoverGirl. Somebody wants to know, is there going to be a helmet giveaway?
Let me tell you, I bought it with my own money. it was not cheap.
Oh, I'm guessing helmets are expensive.
Yeah. It's well, for you guys who watch movies, this is Gladiator.
Okay, well, there you go, Alex. So now it's time to get you into gameplay, my man.
Let's get to gameplay.
So here's the rest of Zeiston's little town. I mean, look at this. I mean, I think he's done a good job too of the design and stuff too. Look at this, Sarah. I wonder how he got the torches on the wall. Oh, you can just pick them up.
But you were in the cellar, right?
Yeah, I was in the cellar, but now I'm upstairs. And then this is, I mean, this is like lifestyle of the rich and famous, because you know why? I have doors.
You have windows too, don't you?
I have windows as well. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
So I also have no holes in the corner.
A few more candles.
I have a few more candles. Look at this. Like this is the house that I built. We got stacked storage.
Wow.
You know, a nice end table and a craft bench. We got a
And you have a
place to
sky
party.
bridge instead of a balcony.
Yeah. I made a bridge to, because the thing is that apparently Sarah was like, we can't be part of her party, right? Like Zyson and I connected our houses, but Sarah's like, nope, mine is independent. I'm like, I can't be part of this. Like, there's too much debauchery apparently, or whatever. I don't know. So, okay, and then Zyston's look at how ripped he is, dude. He's like, look at that.
Oh no,
Okay.
full armor now.
But do you lift?
And he can like double jump. So,
Oh, wow.
okay, but we need to get Alex into this. So, Alex, we're gonna start you off with the new game.
Yeah, that's the one that we're gonna.
What was that glide action?
You've never seen that?
What?
Is that
like
like from
flying
How to Train Your
squirrel?
Dragon glider?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I saw the thing to make it, but I haven't seen anybody use the move yet. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the glide action. We're gonna do that when we get into the Enshrouded place.
Be taking notes here.
I know. Yeah, and he can double jump. So, okay, so I'm gonna go return to the main menu, and then Alex, do you want to get a game started,
Yes.
and then host it, and then I'll try and join you.
Let me. I can't hear anything for the life of my life. Hold on a second.
Okay.
This game is so loud.
Poor Alex. He's like, the volume on this game is incredibly loud. I mean, Alex, you could just start. Why don't we do this? Why don't you just start by joining ours? So you
how do I do
search
that?
for the you search for the server Robeytech, the passwords community, and I can meet you up by the starting area.
It's the main menu. Play, join. Oh, there you are. Join. You said, was it community?
Yeah, community is the lowercase COMMU, and I'll meet you up where you're gonna come out.
Oh, it's stuff for the left. Alrighty.
2 winners for this drawing, guys. Oh, and the winner of Blondie. Who was the winner for ours? I totally got so into the game I forgot to know who the winner was.
Hey, I got a torch. It's a
There's no
door.
giveaway on the Robeytech one, guys. That was the Intel.
Cinderball. Hey, what is this? Commune with the flame. I am one with the flame. Seek more survivors. Okay. Time to look for my friend. Looking for my friend. Looking for my friend. Gonna go out looking for my friend. Oh wow. This is a view. This is really nice.
Right?
This reminds me when you come out on Elden Ring. But you just die
It's
right
us.
away.
We built it.
Oh, what is this? A
We
vast
made it
world
awesome.
awaits you. Filled with stuff. Alright, you got nothing, you got nothing, you got nothing. And your map is very little. Hey! Hey, Robey! Oh, wow, you guys are far up there. Jeez. Ooh.
Well, you gotta
Hey,
find your
Robey.
base camp.
Can you show me the world?
I'm trying to.
Whoa. Hey, how some warning label? Is this up to code? I don't think this is up to code, man.
That thing is
Look
up
at
to
that. I
code. What
could've
do you
fo-
mean is that thing up to code?
Ooh, somebody fell asleep. That book was so good. Couldn't put it down until he died.
Are you still up? Have you gone in the mine? I'm coming up to you, I think.
A shame. Where's the what?
I'm trying to find you. I'm almost there. It's a bit of a run to where you're at. Oh, I see you. I see you. Here, I'm gonna give you a torch.
I got a torch.
Oh, there's a torch right here, actually. You'll get your own torch. Come on this way. Look
Ooh.
at you. Oh, you have a torch.
Hey, what's up, friend?
Here we go.
Should I grab that? No.
You don't need to.
I
Okay,
hear-
so
I
this
hear
is the
rats.
Mines
Do
of
we have a-
Moria.
Do we
I'm
have
just
rat
kidding,
problem?
it's not.
Wow, look at me. I am Gimli.
You are
We-
Gimli, son of awesome.
I am not. I am. We're sprinters. We're far sprinters. We in short distances. We're very fast.
Yeah. We are really fast over short distances.
Hey, did you check out? They have apples over here. Have you seen the apples? They have some apples over here.
Oh, you got some apples? Have you seen them
Yeah.
apples? Ha ha!
Yeah, there were some apples over here. Oh, you already ate them.
Didn't eat any apples.
Were like some apples here? Apples that go kaboom.
There's a wait.
Why are you
There's
guys
a
going back up?
chest in there. Oh, use
Did it?
terraforming. Oh, guys, there's a chest in here.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you wait? What? Right.
Oh,
No,
wait,
I
wait,
got
wait.
a torch,
Hold
a
on,
torch,
hold
or a
on.
torch. How about a band-aid? Will the band-aid help?
No, but
Oh. Hi ho, hi ho.
look at this.
And here's the work to go. There goes
We
my
found a
chest. There
book.
goes my chest. Ooh, another book.
Gather round, we're drinking an ode to the queen once young. 3 babes on an arm. Wow, I'm gonna sing this song. 3 babes on an arm and a cup filled with brim. Thinking out loud, she sung. Rather meat in my cup or my cup filled with rum. Drink too much, I'd rather be done. I have no idea if that's the actual tune. I've just decided it is.
It's like, why all of a sudden? Oh,
I'm
okay.
singing.
I was like, why is Robey singing a shanty? Okay.
It's a good shanty, you know.
Okay, you can open
be-
this. You have no stuff.
I can?
So find out what it is. Yeah, find out what's in there.
Are you talking about my hair? Is that what you're saying? Hair and stuff? Oh, I got a hatchet and a sword.
Dude, You're- you're more equipped than Sarah.
Hey,
But she has a house.
I've got both of those.
Okay.
I had to
Sword.
make them, but I have both of those.
Alex just has the.
I got a sword now.
Alex,
And then-
you
oh,
got the
oh.
touch.
Ah.
You got the
That is-
power. Hey, there's more over here. Let's see if we can get through this.
Where's this? Hey, is it true that when you have a sword, everything looks like a target? Ooh, there's another. There's another. That's your
Oh,
chest.
there's another chest.
This chest is for
See what's
you.
in there.
Wherever you are.
This is all stuff we never paid attention to.
No, because yeah.
And there is. Hey, look at that. It's a torch.
How about
and
a
more
torch,
than.
guys? There you go.
You guys need a torch?
Oh, he got a torch. See if there's anything
open
else
it?
that we got to look for other hidden passages. We've discovered so much already, Alex.
I know. Hey, wait. Ooh. Someone smoking down
And this,
there?
guys, is why gaming is better with friends.
Hey. Oh, that's what we couldn't see. Hey, how do I get my torch?
That is true.
Torchy.
That is true, Sarah. You're right. You're not wrong. Okay, there's the shroud down there, Alex. Are you ready for the shroud?
No. So what am I not supposed to do? Can I come with a...
Yeah, we
Oh.
just make.
Oh.
I think I killed her.
I got a timer. What's the timer? We're gonna run. What's the timer for? Wait, press.
Well, it's not
press
gonna
two
take
left
that
and
long.
right.
Don't. Yeah, hit that.
Get what?
That thing.
That?
Oh, that hurt you. That was not a good idea. Why did
Uh-oh,
you
that
do
was not good. That was not good.
There's something I see in here.
Should we be like running?
No, we're
That's how
okay.
you crouch.
You have 5
Ouch.
minutes. We'll be out of the shroud like now. Oh, look, hey, what is this?
Hey, what is
no,
that?
no, there's nothing there.
No.
And look, just like that, we're out of the shroud.
Under the shroud. Am I number 1? Because you're number 2.
You're
Robey.
number 1.
Woohoo!
Okay,
What
so
is
you
this?
got to unlock that thing.
How do I look? Attack, bro. Oh, that's it. Oh. What happened?
So now if you
If
die,
fall,
that's where
you
you'll
will rest
raise.
again. Oh, this is a safe point.
Yeah, so you can get some berries and stuff because this will help you heal. These
What berries
berries
are-
right here,
Yeah.
these harvest berries and
Yeah.
stuff.
Harvest berries?
Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
berries. I haven't had lunch. Oh, man. It really goes through them.
Yeah, you just want to get those open. And then we're going to come out here, come down here, and then, whoa, what's going on over there?
Oh, that's the... You can get tired from it.
There's Zeiston. He's
Hey,
the,
Zeiston!
He's the mayor
I'm the new
of our,
dude.
He's the mayor
I'm
of
the
our
new dude.
town.
Oh, hell the mayor.
He's the mayor.
Oh, hell the mayor.
Because he's like way more advanced than the rest of us.
Dude, you look like me, but I'm in real person and I'm in virtual.
It's like I'm looking in a mirror.
I know. Hey, this is my future. Hey, future me. Oh, wait, Robey. I'm coming.
Okay, so now you need to, this is where you can build your house. As you can see,
Yeah.
that's Sarah's house.
Are we zoned for this?
Yeah, we're zoned.
Yeah.
I mean, we're even zoned, I don't know if you saw this, but up here, this is where we're going to put in the fire pole.
Yes. Okay, can I go first? Yay!
Sarah's like, I hate you.
Can I go first? Yay!
There we go. Sarah's house is the most fun.
Yay! Wait, one at a time.
He used it perfectly. He-
This is. Oh no, we're getting attacked! Yay!
Okay, so I think you can build, you got to choose like a little plot of land that you can build. Oh, I think you added another fire over here.
I did, yeah.
Oh, so we have more
No.
room. So you can actually
there's
build over here.
Plenty of room.
This
Yeah.
could be
Wait,
your area,
do I need
Alex. This could
to-
be where you're, like, when I'm looking at this, like, I see like a schooner and like,
A
you know,
scooter?
like a cool, like, I don't know, Midwestern aperitif. Can we do like some adobe, maybe some stucco?
Oh yeah. I know you're talking my. So wait, can I go on just like, can I?
I want
can
to
I,
see how long it takes for him to do like the.
Can I George Washington this tree?
Yeah, you gotta, dude, this is where you get, now you're with the rest of us. That was the tutorial. Now you gotta figure out how to do it all. Go build.
Hopefully, he has an easier time with roofs than I did.
Okay,
Still
Sarah.
chopping down the tree.
I think right now is a good time for you to tell the story of what happened to you through the weekend while you were digging a hole.
Oh snap, Sarah. he's pulling out all the stops.
Well, you know what's funny, Alex, is if you go to the side of my house, you see it.
Oh, is
You
it
see
there?
the hole?
Is the hole still
Oh,
there?
this one? Is this the
Yeah,
infamous hole?
yeah, that's the one.
That's where you
I
got
got
stuck.
Look, it has stairs.
well, it does now, but I got stuck in this hole for 20 minutes. Until I figured out I could build stairs to get out.
This is the hole where Sarah was stuck. It's like, you know, we're gonna, like, in 2 years from now when we're doing this, like, we'll be able to tell these stories. This, ladies and
Remember this
gentlemen, this is a
hole?
very famous town. This is the hole where Sarah got stuck. Okay, get your sword out, Alex.
My
Get your
sword?
sword out. Let's go. We're gonna go into the Enshrouded. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go get a dungeon.
Dungeon.
Into a dungeon.
Leroy Jenkins. All right. So I obviously have a shield.
We gotta earn it. We're Enshrouded now. So you have 5 minutes in this area. This is where you can get some of the best loot and materials. This is where you go and get everything.
Oh, this one is good.
I like this. Like, this is like a nice little. Oh
Whoa.
gosh, there's a dude.
What the damn, baby? How do you? Ah! How dare you get my friend?
Control is.
No,
is
that's
dog.
my friend.
Tab.
Die.
Isn't
Okay, well,
tab
who's your
belongs
daddy?
to me,
Who's your
right?
daddy?
Don't forget to search. Don't forget to search.
Oh, what do I say? Ooh, what I got? I got a rune.
And then you can.
I
Don't
wanna
forget
take
to
it
eat
all.
some grapes, so that way you restore your health.
Where are the grapes? Where did I get that? Do I got grapes? Oh, I got grapes.
Oh yeah,
They're
dude,
right
you're
here.
right. We need to Rurutu. Yeah, Alex, you need to build the skate park.
Skate park?
Yeah, you got to build
okay.
the village skate park.
Are we gonna get like in trouble with Tony Hawk?
No, he's just gonna be in our. He's gonna be in our party.
Forward. All right. Ooh, there's a hole. Hey, Sarah, is this you?
No, dude, you got to search this.
You gotta go down.
Search that.
Yeah, we're gonna go
shroud
down once you get all
spores.
the loots, dude.
What's the spores for?
Okay, here we go. Well, you'll use them for crafting.
You'll find out
Everything
later.
is for crafting.
I think that.
Oh, we got a dude. Get him.
Oh, I got it. You stayed. Whoa.
Oh, another guy.
Don't behind me.
Oh, look out! Look out! Oh, you're damaged.
I'm damaged. I'm damaged goods. Is that what you're trying to say? Huh? Hey, how did I get to? There it is.
Oh shoot.
No. Eat.
You
I
gonna
haven't
search?
used the wand yet. I was all for the sword.
Yeah, I like the wand.
Take. You are the one. No. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, can't see.
Let's go make.
Oh, there you go. Hey, can I do one hand a torch and the other hand a sword? Ooh.
No.
Oh.
Oh, there's a room in here.
Yep.
Oh, dude, you need to stop getting yourself hurt.
I'm like a 3-year-old.
Did you go in there?
There's a chest. Yeah, he's in here.
Wait, let me get my sword. Where's the chest? One more chest. One more chest.
One more chest.
Ooh.
We're gonna celebrate.
One more time.
Okay.
Ooh. Dude, this is nasty looking.
Yeah, it's like kidney beans on the walls. There's lots of kidney beans. This is the kidney bean dungeon.
Sure, yeah, just us.
get the
You
chest?
sure we're not gonna get some spores here and become like zombies?
You got the chest. Let's go make you. I'm gonna go make you a. A shirt. And then you can start building your house. That's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Alex is able to make in the next 20 minutes. You've seen the other houses, Alex, but now you must go make.
Oh no pressure. Hold on. Is this your house?
I'm not gonna have any supplies to craft anything yet.
No fun. There's no
faith in
fire.
him.
Man, wait, what is this? So wait, do I need to? Okay, where should I go to? What is the door open? No, that's not the.
Well, I can make a bow now. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I need some string. So I'm gonna make some string here.
All right, what do I need to build a house, and where should I build my house? Make sure it's right in the middle of everybody.
Okay, here, come here, Lex. Let me give you this though.
Yeah.
Because we're a family-friendly show.
Yeah.
You could tell him to put some clothes on.
Yeah, can you put some clothes on? Here you go.
Where's the?
There you go. I just sent it to you.
Oh sure. How do I get? What do I do?
You hit you can right click on it. If you open your backpack with B.
Backpack. Shirt. I got a shirt.
Hold on. Actually, I got another here. What's this do?
You got another one? Does it match my eye?
I'm gonna give this to you too.
Oh, I gotta wait. Are you proposing?
Yep. Will you marry me?
Yes. I mean, right? A week ahead of schedule, but it'll still count.
Okay, there you go. Now you got a sword and you got a ring. Okay, so you can build right out here. So what you're gonna do is if you hit V, you can see that you have all these first thing you got to do is in here. Which unfortunately didn't make it close, but if you come in here at this craft and repair right here, you can see all the blocks you need. You want to make rough wood blocks, and then you want to make you also want to make rough stone blocks. So you just need to go collect stone and wood.
Stone and wood. For wood, I got 6 out of 2. Okay. So
you want to make a bunch of those, and that's how you start. And then when you build, you basically just you'll also need to make a construction hammer. Which if you hit V, you'll see construction hammer as one of your things, and it tells you what you need to make construction hammer, and that'll allow you to enter building mode. Throwing a lot at you right now, but we have faith in you, right, Sarah?
We do.
And then whatever you do, don't dig a hole and get stuck in it. Just remember Sarah.
Especially if you don't have stones to build stairs out of it.
I never claimed to be a good gamer. I just enjoy it.
And okay. Oh wait.
I'm gonna go talk to this dude and find out what this apparently got some quests and stuff now.
Yeah, level 2, baby. And now what? How do I get stone? You just beat it? Nope. Just don't collect.
Lucky you woke me up.
I'm a
Crafting
hunter-gatherer.
Sword or a spike club will serve us well.
I'm a hunter-gatherer.
How to salvage it. Let's enhance your preferred weapon with some of the gear you've been collecting. We've got salvage a weapon or two first. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty now. Well rested.
Gathering stones.
Okay, so now, oh wow, look at all the stuff that you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nails. Ooh, that's what I need. I need nails.
Hey, is that the all-seeing eye of Mordor right there? Across the chasm of you don't want to cross? That thing over there. Hey, Sauron. Alright, let's go build.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff, man. This is so... Rising fighter set. Okay, so you need metal sheets. In a fur armor set, I need animal fur and string. Okay, so I can make some armor fur. Okay. I'll work on that.
Armor. Oh, what was that? Oh, they magically appear because they're magically delicious. Get them. Oh.
Look at
Dude, we have magical. Did you know that stones?
It's fun. It's fun looking at your friends when you can't, when you don't know what they're doing. You just see Alex like walking around. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like, what's Alex doing? No idea. I have no idea.
What is it me? More? Oh yeah, baby. All the way. Now what? Do I have the magically? Oh, pick up what?
Zeiston, you are just dropping the knowledge, man. Evidently, if you hit the bigger stones, they'll break into smaller ones after a while.
If you have,
I had no idea.
Wait,
I just went wandering around for more small stones.
Did I just?
Oh yeah, if you break, you just keep breaking them. He told me that a while. The guy knows everything. He's
everything.
like a master of everything. He knows it all. I'm gonna go and cook this other piece of meat real quick, and then I'm gonna go look for. I'm gonna go make some fur armor.
Here's stones. Here's stone. Hey, there's stone. One stone. One. Is mantle.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, mantle stone. Boom. Level up. I don't know what I level up, but moving on up. Okay. Skill point. Yes. All right. Craft. I'm gonna craft that construction hammer. Oh. I need. Night. Sweet.
Okay, got some more cooking done.
And hammer.
Have you accidentally cooked it too long?
No, I didn't know you could.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh well, Sarah knows. Sarah's like, I know. I might want to build a bow and arrow first, actually, because that'll make it easier to hunt animals. The wand, it doesn't have quite the range, so I'm gonna go look at bow.
Do you get any different kind of meat with all of? Because there's like the rabbit-looking things.
Yep,
like
you do get
sheep?
different meat.
Okay.
That is a thing.
Nope.
I accidentally clicked something. I got food poisoning once.
Oh,
that was fun.
Let's not do that. Okay, I need twigs and string. I think I have twigs in here.
How do I build?
Okay, so you choose your hammer.
Choose my hammer. Choosing
your
hammer.
construction hammer.
And
then hit
what
tab
happened to my
go
hammer?
Build mode.
Hold on. Where's my hammer? Hammer. Craft. I already craft one. Wait. So what do I backpack? Oh, you got only. Right. How do I change this? Move. Probably not that one. How about the wood? Move for the hammer.
Okay, I now have the.
For this. And this for. What is this? Feather mace. Oh, I have a feather mace? Man, let's go into battle. Alright. So, hammer.
Okay, now it's time to go look for.
Hammer.
I need to go get some fur. I need to go get some aminals.
Ooh. Wait,
I was trying to figure out why Alex sounded so funny, and I forgot he's wearing the beard.
That's just how Alex sounds. Let's be honest.
Wait. What? I ate some mushrooms because I'm seeing some lines in the sky. What is this? Are these the zoning laws? What am I supposed to do here? What does this mean?
Did you? Yeah, there's only a certain area you can build in, so you should be like It should show you when you're in the build mode where you can build.
Enter build mode. Left top.
So hit tab, and then you want to hit Alt till you see the blocks. Okay, got it, dude. Finally, okay, got one.
More shape. Right back. Right back to this. Wait, what? Select the shape you want to build. Select the material you want to build.
Ooh, that was effective. Dude, I killed that thing. Got some animal fur. I'm gonna build me some. I'm hunting. I'm hunting, Alex.
Category 4 meters. Oh, there's stairs. What is this? Oh, category. What's the missing materials? Craft, roof block, or workbench. What is this? Okay, now I understand why you guys are so proud of your houses.
Wow.
Because it takes a while.
They're like, oh, so these are roofs. Oh, roof, or 4-meter roof.
Oh, I got
2
some
meter roof.
lamb meat, some lean meat. Yeah, it does. It takes a while, right?
Mm-hmm. Because you got to do walls and.
Oh, sun's coming. Heard a rooster. All right. Shift up to rotate. Oh, rotate.
Where's that guy going?
So did you just go and build a wall?
Yep. Dude, the rabbit just killed itself.
Killed itself.
It just jumped off the roof. It was
He's
like,
like,
I'm gonna
I'm
die
done.
or I'm gonna die. And nobody's taking my skin.
Why'd you guys build on wood and not the?
You can build with stone. You can build whatever you want. It's your house.
Okay, all right.
I'm just letting you know you're down
I'm gonna
to
be the
18
little
minutes.
pig that built it with.
Oh, you're gonna want to make sure that you build within that zone,
Which one?
that line that you're at.
Which line? There's like 4 lines. Look.
So there's a protection from the flame. You just want to make sure you stay within the protection.
Oh, so that's why I was like, no. And since we have many flames,
There you
like,
go.
this is the end of one flame.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. All right. Well, I want something with a view.
He's about to place his first wall. And actually, you might want to start with creating foundation first, Alex.
Or you'll end up with grass inside your house.
Yeah, like it's certain somebody who, I mean, we will not name names,
Okay.
but may have holes in their floor.
Foundation.
You
that are
guys
also-
seem to have fun, so.
Yeah, we were having a good time with it though, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Right back. Where are the foundations?
It should be.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, it should, and then you can put it down, and that'll allow you to kind of map out where you're going to go. Okay, I got another one.
Okay.
Now, I gotta ask this. So I sit here in chat.
Dude,
How
another
did
one
you-
died. Another one killed itself.
Do they just not know where the edge is?
I don't know, but I lost another one. I lost another
Oh,
ram.
because you can't collect it.
Yeah,
I wonder if when you go into the shroud, there's just going to be,
like lots of dead rams everywhere.
you know.
Look at all the
lots of
dead
animals for you.
rams. That must be Robey.
How many? Oh. Hey. How big can I make my house?
As big as you want, dude.
Sweet.
Just don't be a jerk. You know what I mean? Like, don't. And you're the one who has to collect all the materials to build it. He's over here. He's like level 1. He's got like 37,000 square foot house. Mine's got a dry dock. That's what Alex says.
I'm gonna be the little piggy that built it with stones.
Stone's good. I tried it.
I see a tone in your voice that says there's a learning on that.
No, not at all. I was a little indecisive on the building.
It's gonna be a
Oh,
bunch of
chat's
windows.
saying that you should build a house that consumes everyone else's house.
Hey, how about we make it a townhouse, Robey? I just
You could do a
built right
townhouse.
next
Wait,
to
you taking
right?
my house?
Wait, are you in the back of his? You in the back of his
Like-
house? Where are you at? Oh, you in that back corner over there. Okay.
Right back. More shade. No, more shade. Okay, and then rotate. No,
I'm
rotate.
almost another level.
And then rotate. Rotate.
Oh yeah, those wolves are kind of nasty.
Yeah. I took some damage, but I'm okay.
But you went in there and got the loot from the cave, right?
Yeah. Now I'm just looking. I'm hunting. I'm working for fur.
I was looking for something.
Yeah.
Oh, this
is. Everybody says Alex is building a cosplay museum.
Oh. Okay, we're running out of stone pretty quickly. How do you rotate this? Rotate. Oh, it's right top. right top ended. Okay. No! What happened? I killed the wall.
I like to get the wax for candles. It's better than your earwax. It smells less pungent. Man, it still need ramps. I don't know how many. I don't know how much fur I need, but I need more than what I have.
Right. Oh.
I feel like Zeiston killed all the animals.
Huh. Well, it doesn't help. Let's try this. Nope,
I noticed when I went into town, I saw a bunch of those like rabbit things.
Oh, down below. Oh, up in the other town.
Mm-hmm. No, that one. The one you're headed to.
Oh, one I'm heading to. Okay.
Oh, I need 64. Oh.
Oh, I found a ram. Ram
All right,
sighted.
I need to get out of the construction mode. What is that? B. Undo. No.
Hey, if you right click on your mouse. Or Y on your keyboard.
I'm not. I thought this was gonna be playing with a mouse pad, but no. I mean with a gamepad.
No, yeah, definitely better with a mouse and keyboard on this one.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Get out of.
I don't know how you could get through all the menus.
I know. Are you playing with a key? Are you intentionally hampering yourself?
No, I'm not. Okay, all right.
I mean, you are wearing a giant mask.
What?
Yeah.
It's a little heavy. It's a
It's a
helmet.
little
It's a
heavy.
battle helmet. All us. What do we call? What? Can I rock smash? No. Nope. That's this work.
Still looking for aminals.
Sure. Let's go with the hatchet.
How much have you built so far?
I got a foundation for a better nation.
Oh.
And I got a door. Look, it looks like Stonehenge. No.
Come look at
Hey,
your
have you
house.
guys seen some rocks?
Look at that.
I'm looking for some rocks.
Dude, they're everywhere. You need to just. Oh, you may want to build a.
Oh, what is this? Wait. Kitty, come here. Come here.
Yeah, the rock is right here. You can here. You can use a tool.
Hey.
Hey, I'm level 3.
I got some fur.
Hey, Robey, it's getting close to 10 till. Should we?
Oh, do the giveaway?
Yeah.
Museum.
Let's. We'll do the giveaway. So stay on the wherever you guys are at, and we'll do our giveaways at the same time.
Okay.
Stay here.
Okay. I want to at least make one cloth piece of armor, and then we'll do it.
Hey. What's up, Mayor? What's up, Mayor? Hey.
I need string. Okay, which I should have enough
wood.
for. So let's go to.
More wood.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Here we go. We're gonna go to.
That is a critical shot.
No wonder he was able to do so much building at once.
Here we go.
Hmm?
Here we go. I'm gonna make a fur hood.
Oh, what is this? Honey?
Oh, I need metal scraps.
Oh, I got wax.
Oh, I
got
can do-
bees.
Oh, I should have almost enough for a lot.
Hey. What's for rocks?
And then look, I've accomplished something.
Oh, no, not in here.
Fur hat?
I got a hat.
Look at that.
Look at how rad I am. So rad.
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, I want to see it.
I'm gonna show you my hat.
Hey, where'd you go?
Where are you?
Hey, behind you.
See my hat?
I love it.
It's Prada.
I need it. It's my hat is a little bit cooler than yours.
It's Prada.
Hey, you want to see Stonehenge? Right
I
next to you.
saw it. I saw Stonehenge.
I need to go look for some stones over here. Can you like break stones and get more stones? Oh yeah, just that.
You can just get stone. Okay, I gotta start this giveaway. I'll play this game forever. That's the problem. But I'll sit here and keep you company. Okay. So, while we go to here, guys, it is time for the 14600K giveaways. We're going to have one that's US only over at discord.gg/Intell and one that is here at Robeytech as well. That is US, Canada, and Mexico. Time flies when you play video games. It's unfortunate.
It does.
Man, this guy has a cellar.
And especially with this one. This one's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
Wow.
what we play is fun. I shouldn't have said it that way.
I know. I didn't think about what you said, and then you said, I was like, I don't think that's what you meant.
It's not at all.
I do not think those words mean what you think they mean. Okay, so we're gonna run 4 minutes, you think, or 2 minutes?
Hi.
Let's run. Yeah, we'll run 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. Exclamation point. I'm gonna do exclamation point Intell.
Oh. Dance. You want to try to tell me? Dance.
Exclamation point
dance,
Intell, guys.
dance.
3 minutes starting right now. Exclamation point Intell. It is going. What do you think, Alex? What do you think of the game?
It's addicting. Now I want to go finish my house. But have you checked the cellar on this guy?
Oh,
It's
I know.
a 2-story cellar, and he has.
That's Zeiston's
It's
has.
Zeiston.
Yeah, that's Zeiston. He's our mayor.
Jeez, and he has a blacksmith and a huntress locked in the cellar.
No,
No,
they're
guys,
not locked
you guys
there.
are free.
They're free. They're
Run,
free to go. There's
run.
no
I'll stop
slavery
'em.
here at
I'll stop 'em.
in Intell Livesville.
Is that a deck? Is that your house? Is that a deck right there?
Stop perpetrating bad rumors.
I see you're admiring my house.
And you guys, you got to be at twitch.tv/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Robeytech, not at or at discord.gg/Intell. Those are the two ones going on right now, guys.
How come it doesn't seem like? Oh, because I gotta go make the blocks. And this one, and this one. Ooh, hey, shrooms. And I thought I was kidding. I got shrooms.
So I got a funny story for you, Robey.
Okay.
I was in the middle of playing this over the weekend. I get a text from my neighbor and says, "Hey, do you know what's going on?
Yeah.
There's cops all around the neighborhood." I'm like, "What?" Had no idea. I was head down just
You were
gaming.
like, I'm building my house. Leave me
I was.
alone. I'm building my fortress of solitude. I don't care about you and your police officers. We got 1 minute still left on the giveaway, guys. 1 minute still left.
All right, let's go make some blocks.
Major hype.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, we just saw the winner over on Intell. Congratulations. Still got 30 seconds over on Robeytech.
Can you do like all of them?
Here, let's jump over to see what Alex is doing right now with his bearded self.
Okay. Turns out I'm a miner.
It's just so funny jumping over to his gameplay. It's so good. It's so good. It's natural.
Yeah, where's my
There's
hammer?
Robey just sitting there with his. There's me just sitting there with my hat on.
No pants. Just
No
shorts
pants.
and a hat.
It's got a hat.
Hammer.
You got all the
Hammer
things.
time.
I got everything you need. So why? Somebody asked, and maybe you guys know the answer to this. Why does Intell go from 3 to 5 to 7? What happened to 2, 4, and 6, and 8?
I actually don't know.
Okay, guys,
Sorry,
make sure
I'm-
that you are whispering Blondie over on Twitch, so you can make sure you whisper Blondie on Twitch to make sure you claim, guys. We're gonna verify from Blondie that you're actually good to go. Blondie, this one obviously because it's a larger thing. If they join the Discord after, that's fine.
I'm good.
Wow, you're actually building a stone house. This is legit what Alex is building.
Yeah, no, Sison dropped in that he had given him like 200 plus stones. I was like,
well,
how
this
did
made
you
it
get
way.
that
That's
many
cheating.
stones that fast? I was wondering. I was like, wait a second. It takes hours to like collect everything you need to build houses.
Alex is like the lucky one. Like we found like that secret cave of wonders and everything. And meanwhile, Alex is like, yeah, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. This isn't a challenge.
Why are you 10 hours into this game?
He's telling you spent 10 hours doing this, so I don't really understand what's the whole.
I don't understand what the problem is. So anyway, congratulations to Percent Jolly Vito. We're just confirming that you are the winner. We'll let you guys know if we need to re-roll. We will.
Yeah, no, but I don't want wood. Okay, building the foundation for a better nation.
So just waiting for confirmation on our side. Guys, what did you guys think of Enshrouded? What did you guys think of the gameplay? Does this look like something? We do have links, and we've actually been dropping them if you're interested. By the way, I meant to tell you this. If you're interested in the game, and you weren't one of the ones who won the code, the ones that I've been dropping are actually discounted. You actually get a 10% discount in purchasing the game. So if you are interested in picking this up, you can use the codes that I've been dropping on my channel and throughout the stream to get the game for less than full retail price, because Enshrouded actually sponsored a stream for me, so we got a little bit of a discount code, which is actually pretty nice. So I'm glad you guys liked it. And again, if you want to join, just join the Robeytech server. Password is community, and you'll see people like world famous people like Sarah and Alex. And then sometimes somebody who is not so famous like Robey, who will be on the channel from something. It is really, really fun.
No. All right.
I'm just waiting for Blondie to confirm.
And next week, while we're waiting on that, so we kind of talked about it. We've got 2 shows on the 8th, so we are going to be moving to Thursday. So kind of make a note, guys, and we'll make that update on the Discord server as well. But you guys are going to be doing another laptop review.
That's right. We're going to be checking out the MSI Titan, which should be super cool. So you're going to definitely want to tune in for that. We're trying to show you guys maxes between the new Intell Core CPUs, some of the new 14th gen, some of the new 14th gen just standard CPUs as well. And then finally, of course, then we're showing you desktop stuff as well. We got some i9 builds coming up and all sorts of things too. So you guys are going to get to see everything, and we're going to have a really, really great series of shows. And then we don't know quite yet what we're playing next weekend, right? Or next week yet, right?
We don't. I'm
Okay.
still working on that, but promise to bring you guys something really great. And we're also going to be launching a new community challenge.
Okay.
So look out for that.
Lots to come up. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, huge shout out to Enshrouded and, of course, MSI for hooking us up with the materials to get to check out. You guys have been absolutely awesome. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.